Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 10th of June, 2026. I'm Jeannie, and I'm so glad you've decided to come along for the ride on this hump day. Well, I had a completely different Take Two all ready for today's segment until I got some very sad news last night, and that was about my friend Adam Knox. Well, he's been sick for a very, very long time. The man endured 2 kidney transplants. It was a series after one thing after another, a series of illnesses that he's endured. But he kept going and kept pushing through until last night. And at 9:03 last night, he finally passed away. This is very crushing for me because Adam was one in a million. He was a dear friend and somebody very special to me. I'm going to show you something. Let's see if we can do this together. Do you see that right there? That's my dear friend, Adam. And that is when we had our other radio station, and it was called Ram Radio. And he was a regular on our station. Let me tell you how that happened. I was speaking, our old radio station back in 10, 12. Oh my gosh, it's now 12 years ago that we had put it on the air. We were speaking, Big Tom and I, at a luncheon. We got invited to speak at a luncheon about it was a small business luncheon. And we went on and we were the guest speakers that day to talk about our brand new radio station, how it was a little community radio station. And we wanted to open the doors to local people and so on. And his mom, who was attending that luncheon and worked at a small business also, she came dashing up to us afterwards and said, "Do you have volunteers come and work at your station?" Because it was a nonprofit station. We said, "Oh, absolutely. Do you want to volunteer?" She said, "No, but I know somebody who might." And she told us all about Adam, and that was her son, and how she thought this might be something that could help him. She said when he was a little boy, he would actually set up his little desk in his room with the little microphone with a cassette tape player and so on and so forth, and he would make believe he was on the radio. She said his dream is to be on the radio. So I said, of course. So we got in touch with Adam, and I didn't realize how funny this guy was. I still, to this day, will call Adam Knox my favorite funny man. But he came on, and as soon as we just put him on cold, his personality was so great. He was real dry, but funny. And I knew that when we put him on that it was going to be something great. So he came on thinking it was a one-time occasion, and he just was funny, just right off the cuff, saying the funniest things. And after he got done, I talked it over with Big Tom, and we said, yeah, let's do this. So next time we had him on, we said, Adam, we just really love your show. This is really great. So we've decided this is going to be a regular weekly program. And we said this to him live on the air, and he about dropped his mic and headphones. He couldn't believe it. And from that point forward, we had a regular weekly segment called Adam's Comedy Corner, and it always pleased. But here's the thing, boys and girls, he's gone now. Now, we thank God for technology. I still have every single episode of Adam's program. I still have some funny videos I found of us goofing off in the studio, some video we shot. Those are golden to me now because I won't be able to do this face-to-face with him. But when I got the news last week that he was at the end and he was comatose, Michael and I dashed over to the hospital and had a chance to talk to him. Whether or not he heard me, I don't know. There's, all kinds of debates about whether or not people in comas can hear you. But if he could, I let him know how much I loved him and how important he was to me and what a privilege it was, however short, to have him in our lives. See, boys and girls, the reason why I'm sharing all this with you today is because there's people out there who, for some petty, stupid, idiotic reasons, are on the outs with people. They won't talk to them. Maybe you hurt my feelings or some stupid things. Now, I'm not talking about really bad stuff, but I'm talking about just petty, stupid differences. And we use that for a reason to not enjoy one another and be in one another's lives when we should be, particularly if it's family members. Now, please understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying give people a pass who have done horrible things to you and say, oh, it's okay that you did these horrible things. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is stupid arguments right now. I have a fringe person in my life who's shared that he and his siblings are going through a huge battle over family property since the parents passed away, and they're not talking to each other, and they're going to court, and there's backbiting and all kinds of stuff going on. Now, I don't know the details of that, but I do know that so much of that could be avoided if you just please settle your differences and enjoy somebody that you know or that you love really deep down in your heart that you love while they're still breathing. I'm so glad that I had Adam Knox in my life and in Michael's life and in Big Tom's life and all the people who got to enjoy his program on the airwaves. I'm so glad for that. I wouldn't trade that for a bag of gold, boys and girls. So listen, make peace and enjoy them while they're alive, okay? It's coming up to the anniversary in a couple of days of my mom's passing. And I think about, I reflect back on things I could have said and could have done and all that. But I am grateful for the time that I had her as my mom on this earth, despite some of the challenges and difficulties we had. Thankfully, when she went, it was with both of us loving one another and having a clear conscience. And that's what I pray for all of you today. If there's anybody, think long and hard, boys and girls. If there's anybody you need to make peace with while they're still alive, do it now. Don't let any time delay, because one day, like Adam, they'll be gone. Okay? Go out and be a blessing to somebody today. Go love somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. And listen, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel already, please do so. It's Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit the subscribe button, that notification bell. You'll be notified when another Take Two is posting. And follow me on X, too. It's at Jeanne NY Woman, the little @ sign, JeanneNY Woman. Hit follow, leave a comment. You can leave a comment also on the YouTube channel, okay? And please tune into my program on Saturday on UltimateOldiesRadio.com at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, AM and PM. Eyes of a New York Woman. You be blessed, take care, and go love on somebody today. And if necessary, and there needs to be forgiveness, don't forget, do that too. I love you. Farewell, Adam. I love you.